Welcome, race fans. Tonight we're back with the Lucky Dog Sim Racing League here with the Truck Series at Las Vegas. I think this is race number 3, I do believe, isn't it? Yeah, race number 3. Yeah. Yep. So, good run here tonight. I think John Henderson taking over the lead right now. Fastest guy out on the track. Larry Boyle second, and Jeff Gilmore third. Coming up tomorrow night is the Lucky Dog Xfinity Series, and that will be at Talladega. All right, looking at the race analytics coming in tonight, 65-degree air temperature, 68-degree track temperature. I think that's going to be a little cooler than that by this weekend here, Dwayne, by the sounds of it. Boy, they're supposed to get down into like 30 down in Miami.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I just seen that on the weather. Anyhow, 100 laps here doing tonight. That's 150 miles. Tire window by 50 to 60 laps. Same for fuel. I think it's actually a little bit less. It's probably more like 40 to 50, but it's 80% fuel. And pit road speed, 50 miles an hour. All right, taking a look at the points coming into tonight. Gary Slapinski with a 17-point lead over Ezekiel Rise. Ezekiel not here tonight. I believe he's still on his birthday trip to Daytona, so that's pretty cool. We wish him the best of times. It's something that he'll never forget, Dwayne, for his 21st birthday. His dad taking him down there. Oh my gosh, that would be absolutely amazing. So, all right, Michael Pegg, third place. He's 21 points back. Frank G in fourth. He's 26 points behind. Jared Daniels, fifth, 32 back. Robert DuPont, sixth, 38 back. John Henderson, seventh, 43 back, tied with Dan Witt. Jeff Gilmore in ninth. He's 46 points behind. And Damon Cox rounds out the top 10, 49 points back. Dwayne?
And Brian Pierce is tied for 10th with Damon Cox. And then 12th place is going to be Joel Guy, who is 54 points behind the lead. 13th is Gary Ragland. He is 55 points behind the leader. John Held is 14th, 61 points back. Gary Whitmer, 15th, 62 back. 16th is George Rinkin. He is 68 points behind the leader. 17th, Vernon Markham. He is 70 points back. Sandy Curtis, 18th, 76 back. 19th is Larry Boyle, 80 points behind the lead. And Todd Willis rounds out the top 20. He is 92 points behind the leader.
Now, some change there, like toward the beginning there, but with Ezekiel having such a good finish last week, and I think he led to most laps too. That really boosted him up in the points there. So, and Michael Pegg now third place. So, with Ezekiel not here, I think the points are bound to change here quite a bit more. I would say Ezekiel might be dropping back to about 5th or 6th in the points after tonight.
Could very well may. Yeah, he's going to take a big hit here.
Yeah. So, but anyhow, I hope he's having a good time. That's what it's all about. Enjoy your life there. He's young, 21 years old, man. I don't even remember that long ago. That was a long time ago. Let's see, 43 years ago.
Wow.
Dang, I'm triple his age. But anyhow, let's see, Henderson's still hanging on to the lead. Let's get somebody down here to talk to. Who you want to talk to, Dwayne? I'm going to let you do the talking.
I don't know. Let's find out.
You can drag people. Heck, drag somebody up here and talk to them.
Sandy Curtis, Dwayne the Booth. Got a copy?
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, how's the truck feeling to you out there as we get ready to go racing?
A little tight at the longer run. Really good at the beginning, but yeah, I find it's pushing a bit now.
Now, you guys have 4 sets of tires, counting the ones you're going to start the race with. How does that play into your strategy and how you approach this race?
We'll just see where we go with the caution flags. We'll try to run it out full tank, one set of tires to a tank.
All right, well, good luck, and hopefully we'll be talking to you at the end.
Yeah, thanks a lot. Appreciate it. Have a good night.
You too.
Well, anybody else you want to talk to? How about let's get Vernon Markham up here. Let me talk to him real quick. Hey, Vernon Markham, you got a copy?
Yeah, man.
Well, Vernon, boy, I'll tell you what. It'd be an interesting race here tonight if you could pull out a win. You've really dropped a lot into points, so tell me what your thoughts are coming into tonight here at Vegas.
Oh, I'm going to give you some insights, buddy. So 15 laps, you're going to see us going full throttle in the front. After that, you're going to start seeing us back off. Tire wear up front is more dominant, or less tire wear up front than towards the back. So the guys charging from the back, which are going to have a great aero package coming up through the pack full throttle, they're going to be wearing out their tires twice as much as the guys up front. So you're going to see a lot of come-and-goers from the back, unless they're saving tires. You're going to see some guys saving tires. Like if I qualify 10th, I'm going to be letting off going in the corner, where a lot of the guys are going to be full throttle. Might lose a few spots, but if this thing goes green, which I think it will, you're going to see some of the guys come from the back all the way to the front and hold on, and it's all about tire wear. Because that lap 15, the times drop dramatically.
Yep.
Saving
all right, buddy.
fuel and saving tires. That's the name of the game tonight.
Yes, sir. All right. Well, the best of luck to you, Vernon.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. All right, folks, we're going to step away for the national anthem. We'll be right back with qualifying, so stay tuned.
We are the US of A. For those unaware, that flag is still there. It's our future to save, this land of the brave, the US of A. Oh, say just that star spangled banner, yeah, wave for the land of the brave, and the
This is Rio of Madison Rising, and you're watching MaxspeedTV.
All right, folks, we're back. Had a little confusion there at the beginning. I apologize for that, but we are back. Right now, Darren Reeser, top of the leaderboard, Dwayne. Holy smokes.
And not by a little bit, 400ths of a second. Doesn't sound like a lot, but at a track like this, it's huge.
Yeah, in qualifying time, that is a lot. Got a couple of guys out there, Robert DuPont and Ray Zercut. Ray's been doing. Michael Pegg, top of the leaderboard. There you go. By 21 what was that? 21 thousandths of it? Yeah, 21 thousandths of a second.
Yep.
Dang. Very cool. Ray Zercut with 14th place on that lap. Robert DuPont come in 10th on his lap. Is coming around for their second time here. Let's see if they can pick up any time. Zercut coming to the line here. Let's see if he does pick up any more spots. And wow, second place on the board for Zercut. Wow, he didn't just pick it up. He picked it up a ton there, Dwayne.
Yes, he did.
Whoa, man. Great job by Ray Zercut. That is an awesome. I mean, from coming from 14th on the first lap to second on his second lap. Jeez. All right, well, that's going to wrap up qualifying. Looks like everybody has turned in their time. That's going to turn in a time. We got 14 qualifiers and about that many non-qualifiers, about 12 or 13 non-qualifiers. I've always liked this track. You know, it's a fun track, a mile and a half, and it's a lot of fun. So we're going to have to see how these guys are going to do here. All right, as they get ready to grid up here, we will run down through the grid for you. Starting on the pole, Michael Pegg with a 30.689. Congratulations to Michael for grabbing the pole. Ray Zercut coming in second there with a fantastic second lap. Man, that was really cool. Darren Reeser starting third. Jared Daniels fourth. Vernon Markham bumps back to fifth there. Cone Man sixth place. Gary Slapinski got his new little avatar there. Seventh place is Jeff Gilmore. Jay Anderson coming in eighth. Gary Ragland 9th, and John Held 10th. Dwayne, finish them up.
Robert DuPont will roll off 11th. John Henderson 12th. Damon Cox will start from the 13th starting position. Todd Willis, the last truck to take the qualifying time, he'll start in the 14th qualifying position. Gasman will start 15th. Sandy Curtis, that we talked to in the pre-race there, will start 16th. David Acacia will start 17th. Larry Boyle 18th. 19th, Dan Witt. Tim Rosino will roll off 20th. Gary Whitmer 21st. Joel Guy 22nd. Brian Pierce will roll off 23rd. And Chris Hogue will round out the field in 24th. Andrew Dorman is not in the session.
Oh, he did not? Oh, okay. I wonder why, because I showed him up there earlier. Okay. Very good. Very good. All right. Hundred laps or what they're doing, 150 miles. And we're looking for, what do we expect first pit stop? Maybe around lap 40? What do you think?
I think for 35 to 40.
Okay.
It's not going to be a matter of fuel this time. It's going to be a matter of tires.
Yep. Yeah, I think you could make it probably. I think you could make it on one pit stop. I don't know that for a fact, but if you could make it on one pit stop with fuel, you're not going to want to go that long on tires.
No, we have especially if someone decides to short pit. You're looking at a 2-second or more drop off from old tires. Just 15, 20 lap tires versus fresh tires. So. Those are going to be key. You only got 3 changes waiting on you, though, so tires are going to be key, but you got to be smart with them as well.
Yep. All right, folks, here we go.
And track position is going to be another big factor here, I think. You're not going to want to come in and see everybody else stay out. Unless it's 40 lap tire difference, you're not going to make that up quickly. All right, here we go. Base truck is in. Green flag is out. We are underway at Las Vegas Motor Speedway.
Yeah, Sin City. What goes on in Vegas stays in Vegas, right, Dwayne?
Yeah, and a lot of these drivers are hoping after tonight no one will find out what happened.
Yeah, no kid. Boy, Zerkut's going backwards fast here. Outside line maybe not in just yet. That may be a factor maybe later in the race, but right now.
Oh, Reeser spin.
Oh,
The yellow flag is out.
In the field,
yeah, who did?
and nobody hits him.
I'm trying to find him here. Hold on a minute. Darren Reeser, yeah, what did he get? Bumper hooked or something there?
No, he just got loose coming off, going through 3. He drifts up just a little bit and tries to pull it back down so he doesn't lose that spot. And the rear end just comes around on him.
Yep. Oh, man. Yeah, no contact. But after the fact, then Jared Daniels got into him after the fact. So, because Jared just had nowhere to go.
Yeah, and another truck, Gary Whitmer, also collected. Looks like he got run over from behind by Brian Pierce trying to check up for that. But only 3 trucks involved. I don't think we'll see too many coming down pit road, except maybe to top off. But
yeah, that would probably be what I'd do, just to get on a different pit sequence.
Yeah, especially if I'm further in the back. I'm
Definitely
not taking tires after 3 laps, but
yeah,
I will top the tank off.
yes, sir. Like we did have a few of them come in there. What about 7 of them? 7 of them, I think. 7 or 8.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh. Dave Acacia, Darren Reeser, Jared Daniels, John Henderson, Joel Guy, Sandy Curtis, and Brian Pierce come in topped off. Well, a couple of them guys, I'm sure had to use reset. Well, I don't know if they used a reset or not. There really wasn't any damage to any vehicles, was there?
Yeah, there wasn't too much damage.
Yeah.
Just a couple of maybe sheet metal bins here and
Yeah.
there, nothing that that would kill a truck.
I would
think
save
they
that
could save it,
reset.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if anything, yeah, it was like you said, just kind of like some scrapes or scratches on the paint. I would
Yeah.
I wouldn't. Heck, I wouldn't worry about that, you know?
And Darren Reeser is really the one that got the most damage out of that and did
Right.
not use his reset, so he still has that in the bank.
Hey, Brendan, DF, Jared, how's everybody doing tonight? Hope everybody's enjoying the show here, hopefully. Well, it's a little early to talk to anybody, so we're going to leave that for a little bit later. But Vernon Margam now up to 3rd. Coneman, 4th place. Jeff Gilmore, 5th. Jay Anderson, 6th. Gary Ragland, 7th. Robert DuPont, 8th. John Held, 9th. And Damon Cox rounds out the top 10.
Yep, 23 drivers started the race. All 23 still on the lead lap.
Very good.
And we'll see lights out in this time by. Well, not the type of start you thought you were going to get, but it could have been a lot worse, considering that spin happened right at the front of the field there. Kudos to these guys for avoiding what could have been a massive wreck.
Oh, yeah, definitely, because everybody was up to speed. That's why I said, no fault to Jared Daniels there. He just, it happened right directly in front of him. He just had nowhere to go. He couldn't get away from it. Yeah, that could have been a whole lot worse. Get him going here, Dwayne.
Will do.
Everybody in chat's quiet tonight.
Well, they're enjoying the show. All right, we're going to try this again. Ace truck ducks off. Okay, going to bring him to the restart zone. Green flag is out. We're back underway from Las Vegas. Outside line gets a little better roll this time. Slapinski giving a little bump there, trying to get that line going.
Yeah, it's looking pretty strong out there right now. Remember, folks, the front 15 did not pit on that pit stop, so I don't really think they needed to. But
yeah,
and
no,
boy, Zerka, he's going backwards. You see that? Coneman, he comes down to the bottom row. He says, "You know what? I've had enough of that. Zerkot's not moving."
Yeah, that outside line is not where you want to be, especially through 1 and 2. 3 and 4, if you can hold your line tight, you know, you can make some moves there, but for the most part, bottom is where you want to be around this track.
And Markham, he can put that thing right on the bottom if he wants to. You seeing that? Man,
I am.
doing a heck of a good job with that.
Taking a peek for the lead. He gets a run. He's going to go to the outside.
Jay Anderson now going into 4th place. He's picked up a lot of ground. Telling you, man, these guys are pretty awesome here.
Michael Pegg gives him that outside lane. You see that low line that Markham took there, just really pinching Michael Pegg down.
Oh, yeah.
You've really got to do that if you're going to make any moves on the outside. And now he's stuck out there, and he's going to start heading backwards.
Unless he can squeeze in there, he can. There's enough of an opening there, but he doesn't want to lose the momentum that he has. Now he can do it. So there he goes. Now he goes back to 3rd. Oh, man, up to 2nd. Back in the field here ways, Gary Whitmer, 13th. You say he got a little damage on his truck. Well, it looks like he decided to not use his reset. He's just got some scrapes. He's fine. He doesn't need to use one of his resets. So good deal. Jared Daniels, on the other hand, I do believe had to use a reset. I think he's got a brand new truck now, and he is moving forward. Back behind him.
Back up to 14th place.
Back behind him, Dan Witt, which started 20th place, now up to 15th. And here's the guy that lost it there, Darren Reeser. Now, he did not use a reset either, Dwayne. He says, you know, I am going to save that reset. And that is smart.
Yeah, you don't want to use it up this early in the race. This
is not a track that you want to use up your resets on right away. You know?
No, not at all.
You kind of want to save them, if at all possible, save them for a little bit later. Michael Pegg leading 11 laps.
And there's a whole lot of jockeying back here for 10th. Damon Cox, Tim Rosino, Todd Willis, and Robert DuPont. They almost had it 3 wide in the trioval.
Now they're still 2 wide back here. Man, I'm telling you, they're, again, goes back to what I always say. You pay attention to mid-pack is where I think you're always going to see some of the best racing. You know, up front, it's kind of boring. In the back, it's kind of boring. But mid-pack, everybody's trying to get to that front. And you're really seeing a lot of good battles going on right now.
And these guys are putting on a show back here, let me tell you.
Oh, man, yeah, they are. Robert DuPont still riding in 11th. Damon Cox on that outside, Dwayne. I don't know that. I'm not pleased with that outside right now. It just don't seem to be handling well.
Yeah, you've got to, in order to make that outside line work, you've really got to pinch that guy down on the exit of the corner. Because coming off the corner, you need to use as much of the track as you possibly can to keep speed. Now, the guy in front of you, Damon Cox right now, he's actually in a good spot. There's nobody in front of him. But if Tim Rosino needs to check up for the guy in front of him, Gary Ragland, well, that'll give an advantage to Cox, but that did not happen here.
Right.
You see the run he gets off the corner here as he's able to pull ahead of the 07 there of Robert DuPont, but DuPont makes it back up going into the corner.
Yeah, Rosino's on the move here, Dwayne. Look at this, coming from 21st. He is on the move.
Yes, he is looking to get another one, trying to get by Gary Ragland. Ragland not giving him the bottom. In fact, Ragland looking to go under Zircuit here.
Right. Ooh, man, it's close.
Oh, my
close. Gosh.
Yes.
Whoa. Those guys are racing really close.
Yes, they are.
Uh-oh, we got one on the wall back here. Rosino into the wall. Oh my gosh, from what happened there, Todd Willis boy, he checked up too. Oh, he's going to pit road. Something happened to Willis' truck. Oh, he's got something wrong. Graphical problems or something. He had to wind up, I don't know. He's got some major issue going on there. Todd Willis.
Yeah, he's in his pit stall right now, and you hate to see it. But Jared Daniels involved in that early spin, Rudy. He's just cracked the top 10 looking for more. He's already up to 9th.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I knew he would, I knew he would do all right. Yep, good stuff. Good stuff there. Zerkat up on the high side again. I'll tell you what, Racino's really giving him a hard time. But now that Racino checked up a little bit, look at this. Jared Daniels goes to the inside of Racino and may get that position.
Yeah, and this is where we're seeing it. This is that, with those caution laps, this is kind of that transition that they were talking about. Vernon talked about before the start of the race. Some of these guys are going to back off and save their stuff. And that's allowing these other guys to just catch right up to them. But we're going to see quite a few positions swap here in the next 5-10 laps.
Yeah, because we just took lap 20. And you remember he said 15, boy, the tires start going away. So, and here he is on lap 20. So, wow.
Yeah, and we can do a quick comparison right now. Just from Vernon Markham, his first lap of the race was a 30.7. His fastest lap was a 30.559. That time by, he ran a 31 flat. So clearly not in that big of a hurry right now.
Looks like Joel Guy may have fell out because I see he fell out of TeamSpeak too. And Todd Willis apparently did take his car behind the wall.
Yeah, it looks like Joel Guy is about to disconnect. His quality is down to 19.
Oh my gosh. Dave Casey, these guys are battling pretty hard back here too. Brian Pierce, Gary Whitmer, and Dave Acacia. Chris Hogue involved in that.
Yeah, this is the biggest battle going on right now around the track as these four fight for essentially what would be a 13th position.
Yeah, they're fighting pretty hard too. John Henderson sitting here watching. He's got a front row seat to all that. Larry Boyle back quite a ways. Golly, man, 8.2 seconds behind the leader. And Sandy Curtis now 19.
Aaron Reeser on pit road.
Last one on the lead lap, and this is going to put him a lap down here, Dwayne. Oh, he took it behind the wall.
Yes, he did.
Oh my gosh, what the heck? Or did he? Oh, he's back.
Not yet. But he is still on pit road. And now he's taking it behind the wall.
Yep. Wow.
That'll leave us 20 trucks in the field, 19 on the lead lap. Dan Witt currently scored 20th, one lap down. Up front, you're not missing much, folks. Michael Pegg has led every lap so far. Gary Slapinski is still staying with him, not letting him get away. But right now, it's just been the Michael Pegg show here as the laps start to continue, as we start to get closer to, if anyone's going to make a short pit, they're probably going to do it within the next 10 laps. I don't think we'll see, unless there's a caution, I don't think we'll see many takers until probably around lap 45, 50, if that. So we just have to keep an eye on that.
Well, looks like we got a 2-truck pull away here, Dwayne.
Yeah, it's pretty much been the Michael Pegg show ever since the drop, Rudy, but Babinski is staying with him right now and just not really trying to make a move yet, just kind of using the draft, maybe trying to save some fuel, save some tires.
Yeah, they're just in cruise mode right now. Vernon Markham back about 1.1 seconds, so he's saving a little bit. John Held, I think that's exactly what he said, is you just got to save. It's going to be a tire game here tonight. Got to save.
Yeah, and you notice he's 1.3 seconds back, but these guys really haven't been able to pull away. He's just kind of been pacing himself, keeping little with him at a time, and once the tires really start going away, he's going to be ready to go.
Yeah, he's just saving right now. I can tell you that right now. Guys might be thinking about maybe in about the next 5-6 laps, maybe making first round pit stops. These guys up front. What do you think?
I don't think we'll see anybody until somewhere between 45 and 50.
Okay.
These guys are going to try to stretch it out as much as they can. You know, you'll save the tires for later in the race if we get a late caution or something. But right now, I think they're going to, in this first stint, they're going to try to run it as far as they can. Maybe try for one stop if they can get away with it. But we'll have to wait and see how it shakes out.
We got a battle back here between Damon Cox and Brian Pierce. And boy, they are side by side. Look at this. Holy smoke.
Sure, and that is a battle for the 13th spot. Cox has it. Pierce wants it.
Yeah. Looks like Pierce is he's gonna wait. Battle him another day here. Just kind of riding that right now. Another one coming off of pit road there. That would be Joel Guy. Show him 11 laps down. I'm not sure what happened there, but definitely out of it.
Yeah, he had some connection issues and just trying to reconnect now. And I think we just saw Michael Pegg. He got almost into the wall. Rudy had to let out of it, and Slabinski let out of it as well. So just two teammates riding around right now trying to log some laps, and kind of just taking it easy right now.
Yeah, and you can't say that you blame them. I mean, they've got a pretty decent lead right there. Nobody's really, Vernon Markham's not threatening them anyway. So, you know, everybody's just kind of playing their own game right here, right now. John Held into 4th place after starting 10th, and Ray Zercut now back to 5th place. He's still hanging in there, though. How about Jared Daniels coming all the way back to 6th place now after being involved in that altercation at the beginning?
Yeah, he's making his way here.
Yeah, he was.
And look at this. John Held coming down pit road, Rudy. I think this is a scheduled stop.
Yep, I think you're right.
Brian Pierce coming with him, as well as Gary Whitmer.
Yeah. I think these guys they're going to play that 35 and 35 and then 30. I think that's what they're planning. That's the way I'd probably do it too. Here comes the leader. Michael Pegg's coming in.
Yeah, and hearing these guys coming to pit road, you can't stay out there even if you've got a big lead, because the longer you stay out there, especially at this track, you're just giving time away at that point.
Yep. You got it. Well, Conan stays out. He leads the lap. But for how much longer is he going to stay out? Or is he going to come in this time by?
I would say he's going to be in this time by. You cannot afford to stay out against fresh tires.
Yep. Here he comes.
John Held essentially forced everyone's hand. If he hadn't come to pit road, everybody would have stayed out.
Yep, you got that right. You hit the nail on the head. Well, here we go. Vernon Markham gets a bonus point for leading the lap. And we should probably see him coming in here right directly too. These guys know that game, Dwayne. Like you talk about that each and every time that these guys do that. That once a guy comes to pit road, he opened that door. You've got to either follow or you're going to wind up losing. Vernon's going to stay out again.
And Rudy, put it this way: John Held was about 8 seconds off the lead when he came to pit road. He is now less than a full second behind Michael Pegg.
Wow.
He made up that much time in pitting first.
Yep. Ray Zercut, he's coming to pit road. He's giving it up. That's going to put Jared Daniels into second now. What a comeback for Jared Daniels. I got to say, what a good job he's done. I mean, for getting involved in that altercation there at the beginning of the race with Darren Reeser, had nowhere to go, and started from the back on this. And look where he's at now, running in second place. That's pretty impressive. And he's going to lead it. Well, he hasn't yet. He hasn't yet. I take that back. He's still in second place. Vernon, I can't believe Vernon's going to stay out this long. And Jeff Gilmore, he's another one that stayed out now too. And Chris Hogue. Those guys have got almost 40 laps on them tires right now, Dwayne.
Yeah, they need to be looking towards pit road and in a hurry. Now, if they're trying to make it, here comes Morgan. But these guys, I mean, if they're going to try if they can stretch it out, try the one stop, then they've got it made if the caution doesn't come out. The only wrench that's going to throw, the only thing that's going to screw that up for them is a caution. If this stays green the rest of the race, the one stop strategy is the best one. But I don't know who can make it that far.
I don't think anybody is. Here comes Jared Daniels in. He stayed out long enough just to lead a lap. And David Casey is coming in too. It looks like all the rest of the guys are coming in. John Henderson, he stays out though. He gets a bonus point for leading the lap.
Andy Curtis as well. So, and we always say these races are won and lost on pit road, Rudy.
Yes, sir.
Well, Gary Slapinski his full from start to pit road to end of pit road, including his pit stop, was 44.25 seconds. Michael Pegg's time on pit road was 46.4. Gary Slapinski has a 2-second lead over Michael Pegg right now.
Sandy Curtis decides he's coming in, but John Henderson is still out there, and he has moved over here. I do believe he is going to be coming in. He's the final one that has not made a pit road entry here. So, and it looks like here he comes. Yep.
I don't know. I was kind of hoping he'd stay out and try to do that one-stop strategy just to see what would happen. It's Vegas. Time to gamble.
Yeah, I know it. I agree. Well, Cone Man's going to take over the lead here as soon as he passes John Henderson. I'm not sure if he's going to pass him before the line or not. But
no, looks like you'll have to come around one more time.
Yep. He's already led a lap, so he's got that bonus point. And Peg now is... Go ahead.
2.2 seconds back, and that, and that's the amount of time difference that Slapinski was on pit road versus Michael Pegg. A 12.12 pit stop time for Gary Slapinski.
That was a 4-tire stop, too.
It was.
And Michael Pegg did it, too, but a little bit slower. That's all right. He's still got plenty of time to reel him in. John Held could give him a little help here with some drafting help. Quite a ways back to Ray Zercut and Vernon Markham. What do you think those two are going to be up to here in a minute?
Oh, they're going to be saving for sure. Margam goes by.
Yep. Well, but a question here for you, Dwayne. Do you save or do you try to reel them guys in?
Well, and that is a tough answer to give because it just depends. The answer is it depends on what they do. I mean, look at John Held. He was running about 8th when he came to pit road, now running 3rd right behind Michael Pegg. The guy who pits first and the guy who spends the least amount of time on pit road are going to have the advantage. So
Right.
if you're like Margam right now, who's 4 seconds behind the lead, maybe you short pit this time. Stay out only 30 laps and do the 35 lap on the final stint. You know, you've got to try and do the opposite of what the guys in front of you are doing. It's the only way you're going to make moves.
Yep. Hey, John, how you doing? John Black in chat there.
Yes. John, especially when the race gets stretched out as we are right now. That round of pit stops really stretching everyone out. Slepinski having a comfortable 2-second lead, second and third really close together, but then it's another 4 seconds back from John Held to Virgin Margam, and then another 3 seconds back from him and Ray to Jared Daniels and Jeff Gilmore, and then another 2 seconds. So the field is split by small packs of cars and about 2 to 3 seconds between those packs. So if you're further back in these packs, you're going to have to come up with a short pit to try to gain that time on pit road at this point. You cannot bank on a caution coming out here. This track is notoriously a green track. Most of the races here have very few cautions, and we're seeing that right now.
Yeah, Vernon Margam now back 4th place, but he is almost 6 seconds behind the leader, Gary Slapinski. Man, that's a shame. That is the difference in making a good pit stop and you know, maybe having a hiccup or something. I don't know what the whole deal was because I wasn't paying attention to the pit stops, but apparently the way I'm looking at it, looks like Gary may have made an absolutely flawless pit stop. Gary Slapinski.
He came into the pits as late as you possibly could without getting a penalty, and was right on the throttle as soon as he was off of pit road. That with a 12.12 second pit stop. That's the reason he's out front so far right now.
Yes, sir. Razor cut. Boy, he was up there battling. Looked like he was going to at least lead a lap, but boy, it just wasn't meant to be today. Jared Daniels getting his reprieve after getting caught up into that. He's had quite the comeback. Jeff Gilmore coming from 7th. He had kind of fallen back, but now he's back up to 7th. Jay Anderson in 8th place. Brian Pierce right behind him.
We are officially halfway.
And Robert DuPont now in 10th. And he's got a battle here with him and Dave Acacia. It's a good battle. Both of them excellent drivers.
Yeah, and this pack is probably the biggest pack of cars or trucks we have. 6 trucks, all nose to tail here in this group.
Yeah.
And they're going to probably produce some of our best racing.
Yeah, look at Acacia. He's going to the inside of Brian Pierce now, and that's for 9th place. Wow, what happened to Brian's truck all of a sudden?
Looks like he just got tight.
Man.
Had to back out of it, lost all his momentum, and that's what happens.
Sino now outside. Oh, Brian into the wall. Oh, no.
Heavy damage. He gets control. We stay green.
Oh, man. He was running so good.
Yeah, and that damage is going to hurt him. He is going to have to come to pit road.
Well, in his defense, Brian is not feeling well. So he's not feeling good tonight. So I just wish him well. Hopefully he gets better.
Yeah, he was already tight. And when you're handling when you have an ill handling race car and you're sick, it just makes it compounds it, makes it even worse. So I'm sure he'll be eager to get out of that machine. Now, he does use his reset, takes 4 tires, so he's going to be rejoining this race, though he has scored 1 lap down right now, maybe 2 by the time he gets back out there. Now, the one thing that's working in his favor is he's going to have 19 to 20 lap newer tires than Slopinski, who's coming up behind him right now. So anything he loses here, he should be able to gain back.
Yeah, he's just getting out of the way of the leader. They're very respectful. Even though it put him 2 laps down, that's just what you got to do, you know. And he's just battling with Dan Witt right now. Dan has already got 8 laps on that set of tires, so I'm sure we'll probably see Brian Pierce get by Dan here in a few more minutes because he's got way fresher tires.
And that is a battle for position. Both these drivers 2 laps down.
Yes, very much so. And Dan knows it too. He knows that, you know, he can't compete with Brian's new tires. 7 lap difference in tires, where that's pretty respectful amount, you know. But here they go. They're gonna get one of their laps back right here. They're getting by the leader.
And now this is critical for a race for both of them, because being 1 lap down, both of them here, caution comes out, they're racing for getting back onto the lead lap. So
yes,
Dan Witt's not going to cut him any slack.
No. If Brian's going to get by Dan Witt, he is going to work his tail off to get there. Yeah, it looks like Dan, he's going to give it to him. I don't think he figured out, man, I can't compete with that, you know.
Realize fresher tires.
Yeah, I don't like to be pushed, you know. I'm easily intimidated when I'm being pushed like that. It makes me feel like I'm going to make a mistake.
Or like you're going to get run over.
Yeah, so I don't like to be pushed like that. So I would do the same thing. I would just pull over, let the guy by. You know, you'll race him again later. You know, that's the way I always look at it. Well, good job by them guys. Good racing. Yeah, Dan Witt, 20th place. That's right where he started, Dwayne.
Yep.
Dang.
Ooh, a little bit of contact between Robert DuPont and Tim Rossino. That's a battle for 10th. And they make it through it, but it looks like the tempers might be picking up here.
Uh-oh. That ain't good. We don't like the temper part.
Right?
we want you guys to get along and have a good, clean race, you know, but dang. It does kind of make it, what do I want to say, the drama in there does kind of make it exciting, though, you know. But I know a lot of leagues won't put up with that. They don't want the drama in their league, and I don't blame them. Gary Whitmer, Jay Anderson going at it here. 2 really pretty trucks. I like that silver and blue, man. Both of them silver and blue.
Don Held under fire from Ray Zerkut. That's a battle for 4th. Zerkut's going to have the advantage on the inside, but Held's fighting back.
Yeah, he is fighting back. Oh, man, good job.
Yeah,
hanging on to it.
The point of the race, that outside line. If you can hold your line and not go too wide, you pinch the guy down there like you pinched Ray there, you can get the advantage coming off the corner.
Well, I'd say we'll probably see guys coming in about the next 10 laps here for their final pit stop. And I would venture to say it'll be a 4-tire stop, too. I don't think we're going to see anybody try a 2-tire stop unless we come down to, like, say, 5 to go or something. You might see somebody do a 2-tire stop just for track position. But the way they're running right now with only 1 caution tonight, nah. It's going to be a 4-tire. Argum still hanging on. They're just about 4/10 off of Michael Pegg. And Pegg's lost, he's lost about 3/4 of a second off of Cone Man, which is not much for 28 laps. 3/4 of a second. That's pretty.
Right.
That's pretty good, you know.
Yep. And these lap times are over a second from where they started the run. So
Yeah.
just that much drop off at this track. This track is notorious for that.
Well, Michael Pegg's led 33 laps. Cone Man's led 22. So then we got a bunch of onesies out there. But make that 23 for Cone Man. He wants to get out of here with the most laps led tonight, which we know Ezekiel got that last week. Dwayne, that was pretty awesome, man.
He did.
He had one heck of a good race last week.
Yes, he did. John Held losing another spot as Jared Daniels will go to around him coming out of 2.
And Gerald's on a mission. He wants to make that time up that, you know, that he lost. So he's on a mission here to try to, he's in the top 5 now. I don't expect to see him out of that top 5 tonight. I think he's already starting to focus on his last pit stop. You cannot make a mistake. This is where we talk about this every single race, Dwayne. That, you know how the races can be won and lost on pit road? This is where it counts. This is the money pit stop right here. If you can't make this pit stop without making any mistakes and get back out there, you just gave up your chance for a victory.
Yeah, and Jay Anderson comes to pit road, Rudy. I think this is his last stop.
Oh, yeah, no doubt. Oh, man. Yep, final pit stop for Jay Anderson. Yeah, there we go. Yes, sir. It'll be a 4-tire stop. And he just went a lap down, but no worries, no worries. And there he goes. Nice pit stop. Actually, Jay went 2 laps down. Wow.
Yeah. John Held now on pit road. He was one of the first guys to stop in that last set, so no surprise he's on pit road now.
All right. Well, we're just sitting here probably in the next 3 or 4 laps. We should see the leader coming into pit road here. Actually, anytime now, anytime he could come in, because we're getting down to 30 to go here, so he could come in anytime.
He's been out there 33. He might try to take it down to 25 to go. We'll see.
Yeah, you never know. But then it goes back to what we were talking about earlier, that the longer he stays out there and them guys that have pitted make them new tires, they're gonna catch him.
Yeah, we'll see. I don't know. He might. I mean, if he stays out there the rest of the race and everybody else comes to pit road, you know, they're running 80% fuel, so he's only been out there 34 laps. He could probably make it down to at least 10 to 5 to go before having to pit. And doesn't look like he shows any signs of coming down pit road at all.
No. Well, Sandy Curtis back here 12th place. We seen him up there battling inside the top 5 there earlier once the pit stops were happening, but 12th place for him after starting 17th. Larry Boyle up to 13th after starting 19th. We haven't seen him make any moves to get into the top 10 yet, but that could happen anytime now. Gary Ragland, 14th.
And Michael Pegg gives up the second, and Gary Sapinski comes down pit road.
Oh, yeah, here we go. Making their final pit stop. Yes, sir. Michael Pegg out first? Or what was that? What am I looking at here?
You're right. Yep. Michael Pegg out first. Slapinski came next lap right after Michael Pegg. So Slapinski is about a lap ahead of Pegg right now.
Okay, and he's away. Peg's coming around. He's going to pass? I believe he's going to pass Gary Slapinski there.
Ooh, he's going to cut the gap down. I don't know. Nope, Slapinski is away.
Okay. Yeah, you're right. You're right. So, yeah, we're 4.9 seconds now behind Gary Slapinski. 4.4. 0.1. He's closed, but only because Gary's got to kind of take it easy here on them fresh tires. Got to give it time to get warmed up, you know. So Cone Man almost back in the lead here. John Henderson, and he's coming in. Chris Hogue staying out. He wants to lead a lap. He gets a bonus point. Very nice. After starting 25th tonight. Very good. I'm sure Chris will be the next one to come to pit road. He's been out there 35 laps. He wants them fresh tires too. It's kind of a sickening feeling when you know you've got old tires and everybody else out there's got new tires, Dwayne.
Yeah.
And they're just smoking you, you know?
Keep an eye out, Rudy. Hogue may be trying to win this without coming down.
Oh, I don't think he can do it. No way.
I don't know. He's going to try, though. He's got a 12-second lead over Gary Slapinski right now. And I don't know. We'll have to wait and see.
He's coming in.
He's give it up.
Yep. Yeah, I didn't think there's any way he could do it. No way. Gosh, that'd be like 55 laps on a tank of fuel.
Would have been fun to watch him try, though.
All right, so he gives the lead back to Cone Man. And Michael Pegg now 4 seconds behind, with Vernon Markham about a second. Vernon's got a lot of company. Look at this here. John Held, Ray Zercut right on his tail.
Yeah, and the only thing that could spoil Gary Slapinski's plan right now is a caution.
Yep. Jared Daniels, man. All I got to say about Jared is he has done a superb job here catching back up after that deal at the beginning of the race. That was amazing, man, how he did that. And here he goes to the inside of John Held.
Pressure tires prevailing. 3 wide for a second.
Oh, there was almost contact there. Whoa, did you see that?
Chris Hogue, yeah, he touched the
Chris
apron.
Hogue?
Yep, now he's back up to speed.
Man,
We stay green.
that was a close call. He almost got into the side of Jared Daniels there. Wow.
Yep.
He is not done yet. He's coming up on 4th here, Ray Zercut. He looks to the inside. That'll be for 4th, Dwayne.
Yeah, no, he knows it's time to go. Coming
Yeah.
down to 22 to go at the line, and yeah, he knows he's got to get to the front. No saving here.
I'm telling you, man, that truck is on rails right now.
Now,
Come on.
everyone here has a set of tires. Everyone in the top 8 right now has a spare set of tires. So if we do get a late race caution, pit road's going to be a very busy place.
Oh yeah, you're going to want to get him. Yep. Michael Pegg battling with Vernon Markham right now. Vernon on the outside trying to get some side draft. Michael's giving him the room, but boy, he can't let this happen because looking right behind him, Jared Daniels is closing. I'd say Jared Daniels is probably the fastest car on the track right now. He is.
Yes, he is by quite a bit.
Yeah, he's about a 1/10 and a half quicker than the leader.
Yeah, and like I said, everyone else is trying to save to make it to the end. Daniels is having none of it.
Yep, he ain't saving nothing. Vernon, man, he is pushing for everything he's got right now to try to get by Michael Pegg.
About to go 3 wide guy to the left down car there. Go guy, he gets out of the way. They get through it. And Daniels is just looking for a place to go right now.
Yeah.
He's like,
Yeah,
dang
he's
it,
going-
these two are holding me up.
Now, come on, guys. Get it settled.
Ooh,
Oh,
Markham
man, that was
forces
close.
Peg down to the apron.
He does.
And that lets Daniels get to Peg's outside.
That's kind of a little dirty pull, but, you know, sometimes you got to do things like that just to get by. And, boy, there was really nothing that Michael could do other than just to back off and let him have it.
And you see Daniels there on that outside line. He's going to have the run coming up off the corner here. The tri-oval. Going to try to repeat the process and get that run off of 2 to try to get past Peg.
Well, what's going to happen here, I can tell you right now, is Michael's going to move up to second in the points, and I do believe Jared Daniels is probably going to go to third because they're both running excellent here. If they finish where they're at right now, they don't need to race each other so hard. One position is not going to gain or lose anything for them.
Right.
See what I mean? You know, so, I mean, they have both led laps, so that they've got a bonus point. And if they're only one position separating them, not going to gain a lot. But here goes Jared. He is not wasting any time.
No, he knows Slopinski has a huge lead. He's got to do everything he can to try to run him down. 16 laps left, Rudy. I just don't think he's got the time to do it.
Nope, but boy, Jared makes a pass on Vernon Markham. Good job. That's some racing right there.
Yes,
Wow.
it is.
Great job. Both of them. All three of them guys right there. Great racing.
And now
A lot of
Slopinski's having to deal with lap traffic, so that could potentially slow him down.
Yep, a lot of respect between them three. I can see that. Yeah, I'm kind of concerned now if he's got to deal with some of this lap traffic. That could slow him up. You're right.
Puts Jay Anderson 1 lap down. Now working on Gary Ragland.
So far, it's been good clean, you know, and he's using that. He can use that as a little bit of draft help too. $14 to go at the line. Well, I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in tonight. We do appreciate it very much. If it's your first time here, hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to click the notification bell so you get notified when we do go live. You can check out our full broadcast schedule at MaxspeedTV.com and follow us on Facebook at Facebook.com/MaxspeedTV. And thank you, Dwayne, for helping tonight.
Yeah, enjoy it.
Make sure I get that out of the way there before I forget. Oh, yeah, Gary, boy, taking over the most laps led here. So he's not only going to possibly win the race. We don't know that for a fact yet. Still some things could happen. But if he wins tonight, he's going to win the race, lead the most lap. It's going to be a big bonus night for him.
Yeah, it is. And he's just going to extend that lead even further. And that's one thing you never want to do. You see Slopinski get to the leading points. Watch out.
Yep.
He has a habit of running away with it.
Yep, because it's not by just a little bit either. He's going to extend this out even a little bit more. He'll probably be a good, 26 points ahead of second place, 27 points maybe. Going into next week, you know. Yeah, it may be more. Yeah, you're right. And Jared Daniels, wow, what a run for Jared tonight. You know, that contact between him and Darren Reeser at the beginning of the race might have been a blessing in disguise for him.
Maybe.
Yeah. I just never thought of that till just now. It could have been a blessing in disguise. Because look where he's at now. He came from the back of the field.
Yeah.
This is great. I mean, that shows a lot of strength out of Jared Daniels right there.
And he's actually running a 1/10 of a second faster than Gary Slopinski right now, so he is running him down. But He's got 9 to go. I don't think he's got enough time to do it.
Yeah, he's running out of time. Yep. Peg kind of backing off just a little bit. I don't know if he's maybe saving a little bit and try to make a challenge here before they get down to it. But Ray Zerkut is closing in. Those 4 right there are in a pretty good battle. All 4 of the top 5. And from first to 5th is 6 seconds. So any inkling of what the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th are racing, they're all within a second and a half of each other. Excuse me. Yep, Cone Man now, he's stinking up the show, so he's not getting any camera time, Dwayne. Yeah, he's just stinking up the show now. 47 laps, coming to 48 that he's got recorded here as lead lap. So nobody can top that as of right now.
Yeah, and the field's pretty spread out right now. Yep. No real battles to update you on, really. They're pretty much whatever you've got, you've made your bed. Now race it to the end.
I think he's kind of using Gary Ragland right now just for a little draft help. He doesn't really need to be trying to get by him or for anything because he's not being pressured by 2nd or 3rd place. He just needs to ride right now. So I think that's what he's doing. He's just using Gary for a little drafting help, and Brian Pierce sitting right behind him helping out. Oh, here he is. Just as I say that, what's he do? He's going to go by.
Yep, going to go by him.
Okay.
And that's going to put Gary Whitmer in the crosshairs to be the next car to go a lap down.
Yep. And I don't know if we'll see the leader get to him or not. We'll see, but
that's 14 cars remaining on the lead lap. 5 to go.
And Jared Daniels now 4.7 seconds behind the leader. And still got Vernon Markham hot on his tail. I just don't think he's got anything left in them tires to make a run here. I could be wrong, Dwayne, but I just don't think so. I think they have used everything that they've got out here right now, just trying to run Cone Man down.
I think you're right, Rudy.
Michael Peg still hanging on to 4th. Go back and check on Gary Whitmer now. He is in 14th, and like you said, he's the next one to go a lap down. But he's not far behind Larry Boyle. Larry having a decent run here tonight. Started 19th, running in 13th. Damon Cox started 13th, running in 12th. Sandy Curtis started 17th, running in 11th. Robert DuPont started 11th, running in 10th. John Henderson started 12th, running in 9th. Tim Racino started 21st and running in 8th place. John held 10th, and he is now running in 7th. Jeff Gilmore started 7th, running in 6th. Ray Zerkut started 2nd, and he is now running in 5th. Michael Peg, he was our pole sitter, running in 4th. And led a lot of laps, too. I want to remind you, led 33 laps, but it wasn't enough to take over the most laps led as Cone Man now with 53. And if he leads the last 2, that's going to be 55 laps. Would you call that a shellacking, Dwayne?
I would say this has been a dominating performance by Gary Sapinski.
Well, somebody's going to have to make a trip to Home Depot and see if they've got any shellac left.
Well, here it is. White flag in the air for Gary Sapinski. Two more sets of corners to go.
Yep. Putting on a clinic out here today. Cone Man starting 6th place. Into 3 for the final time, and coming out of 4, Dwayne, he's going to get the checkered flag.
Gary Slapinski is going to go back-to-back wins. He won last week in Charlotte, and he's going to claim the checker flag here at Las Vegas.
Very cool, man. That was awesome. That was awesome. Oh, my gosh. I am telling you, man, that was great. Well, we're going to get these guys down here real quick and check them out, talk to them, and see how the race went for her. But hang on, we'll be right back. All right, we caught up with tonight's winner, Cone Man, Gary Slapinski. We were just talking about this, Gary. Who's going to make the trip to Home Depot and see if they can get any shellac? Because you put on a shellacking here tonight.
Yeah, it felt pretty good tonight. We just had that one little caution in the beginning.
Yeah.
I guess Darren was a little loose there. Almost got me. I pulled it down a little bit there. Luckily, nobody, checked up behind me and got into me. I just got a little lucky there. So, and the rest of the race was smooth sailing. It's pretty fun. I loved it.
Well, we talked to Vernon, and Vernon, I got to say, man, wow, we just absolutely loved that when we talked to you there before the race, what it was good. You explained to us what it was going to be like out there tonight, and it was exactly what you said. So good call. That was great, man. I love that. I wish we could you do that every week for us? That was great.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, anyhow, we seen what was going to happen out there, and heard what Vernon said, Gary, and boy, it just transpired that way. What happened there between Darren Reeser was, it looks like he just kind of tried to come down the hill a little bit, and it was no harm, no foul. Jared Daniels was the victim in that. It wasn't his fault. He had nowhere to go, and I'm not sure if he had to use a reset. We'll find out in a little bit here, but it wasn't really that bad. Thankfully, you were not involved in that.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, thankfully for that. I think Larry was involved in it too, because I heard them on the radio talking about, he got some damage too. So lost Larry there. Lost 2 trucks right away.
Yeah, Gary Whitmer, he was involved in it too. He had actually had quite a bit of damage, but it was one of them deals where it just happened so quick right in front of everybody. Nobody had time to check up when you're coming out of a corner like that.
Not at all. I mean, I checked up hard too, and I was afraid I was going to get run over. And actually, 2 trucks went below me, and I was like, ooh. And I tried to hit the brakes and move over, just creep over, so they kind of see me going that way and just vert down lower.
Yeah. So, well, all in all, pretty good race tonight, and this is going to definitely keep you right up there in the top of the point. So, before you go celebrate this win, anybody you want to thank for this, Gary?
I'd like to thank you. You did an awesome job here tonight. MaxspeedTV, everybody out there watching, our teammates, my fellow racers out here, some great guys out here. They're doing an awesome job tonight. Vernon, congratulations in that second. John, everybody, Peg, all the top 5 guys, everybody just raced their guts out tonight. And
yeah,
it was an awesome, good race. I really appreciate it. I'd like to thank my family. And hopefully we got a blizzard coming. Hopefully we don't get buried in too much.
Well, that wouldn't be all that bad of a thing, would it?
Yeah. Well, only if I have to wake up 4 o'clock in the morning to do snow removal. Then it's pretty bad.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, we'll see you next week. I'm not sure where you guys go next week, but probably another 1.5 miles or something. I'm not sure. But congratulations, and we will see you then.
Thank you.
All right, Dwayne, you got second.
Yes, sir. Jared Daniels, man, what a race. You start up front, have a early wreck, fight your way back up to second. Talk about your racing a little bit out there.
Yeah, we had a fast truck. I didn't qualify quite as good as I thought I was going to, but started fourth, which is very respectable. I was happy with that. Yeah, we were battling there those first few laps, and Darren came down to follow Peg. I think it was Peg down low, and I lifted because I realized that he probably wasn't going to make it if I didn't lift. So I lifted, and then I saw him get loose. I had nowhere to go. I didn't want to hit the brakes. I didn't want to steer left or right, so I just held on to it. I knew I was going to get taken out, but I just held on to it. Thought, well, if I can keep it off a wall or something, maybe I won't have much damage. Came down pit road, fixed what I had, got new tires, and then, yeah, when the green flag flew and we'd stayed green that whole time, I had a good truck, and I just, drove smart and drove through the field, and yeah, came out second.
And you did it in style there. Now, you guys are heading off to Kansas Speedway next week. Another 1.5 miles, another 100 laps. How do you think Kansas compares to Vegas as far as do you have as much luck there as here, or what do you think about Kansas?
Well, I don't want to jinx myself, but Kansas is my home track. That's where I live. So I have turned quite a few laps at Kansas, but I wouldn't say it's one of my better tracks. It's really nothing like Vegas. It really is different. Where you run, you really can't run the bottom there. You're faster if you run middle to high. I don't know what the racing will be like, but this group of guys, everybody on here is a good driver. Everybody runs good. I think it'll be a good battle, just like it was here.
And definitely going to be a good points night for you. You came in fifth, finished well ahead of a couple of guys there. So you're probably going to be third when everything shakes out.
Yeah, I had a bad week last week, and so yeah, it was good to have a nice recovery.
All right, well, we'll let you get out of here, but before we do, who do you got to thank for second place tonight?
My family, as always, God for my health, and my boys at Can-Am. Vern finished third right behind me. That was awesome. Jeff, I think, picked up sixth. John held in seventh, and I think even Henderson, I can't see that far down, but I think even Henderson got a top 10. So all our boys come in the top 10. It's a great team, and couldn't do it without them.
Yeah, all right. Well, again, congratulations on second, and good luck next week.
Thanks, guys. You guys put on a great broadcast.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Rudy, you got third.
Vernon Margam. Holy smokes, Vernon. You had a heck of a chance there to try to stay ahead of Jared. But, man, I was glad to see you two battling. But I was glad to see when you finally just conceded and said, look, man, he just seemed to be a little bit better than you guys, a little bit faster, but good job out there. Great battles of the whole race. It just wasn't your day to win here today.
Well, I tell you what, the top two, they deserve to be where they're at. I really, truly believe if Jared, the lawman, Daniels, would have not had that incident, began the race, dude started way back in the back, past 20th, worked his way up under green to second place. I think it would have been a really good battle between him and Cone Man. And it was just a battle of nutrition on tires. The key was stay out as long as possible at that first run. Try to get up there. I mean, we were 6-7 seconds behind. Cone Man was able to get back up to, 2.5 seconds after that first run. And then he just pulled away. There was just no catching him. And Jared, dude was fast tonight. And
he was.
Kansas, I can't wait for that because that's going to be high, wide, and handsome. Like Jared was saying, it's going to be middle to high line. And I really got to thank these Can-Am boys, man. We all work together every race. It's not a, who finishes in front of who or anything like that. It's just, hey, we just want to finish in the top 10. That's our goal every race. And tonight we did it. So.
Well, congratulations, all you guys. You did an excellent job here tonight. But Vernon, congratulations on third place. That's a really respectful. That's going to probably, I'm going to say probably pretty close to dragging you into the top 10 here, I would say. Pretty close. Maybe not. I don't know. We'll see.
A couple bad races, but this race will definitely catapult me towards the top 10.
Definitely. All right, buddy. Well, who you got to thank before you go celebrate this?
As always, Indiana Diesel, Young and Sons out of Indianapolis, Indiana. GTR Simulator, they've been on board for many years. They gave me that sim rig that I'm riding on right now. Can-Am, can't be here without them. And always Haley Manufacturing and CTC Waterworks out of Washington State. They've been on board the last couple of years, and I've really got to give them a great big thanks. Oh, and you guys for announcing. You guys do a fantastic job. We always appreciate it.
Well, thank you, Vernon. We appreciate that very much. Dwayne and I always like the compliments, don't we, Dwayne?
Absolutely.
All right. Well, we'll see you next week at Kansas, and go celebrate that win. Well-deserved third place here tonight. I mean, I know all three of you guys raced your hearts out tonight, but excellent job.
Thank you, gentlemen.
All right, Dwayne. Let's see. We can run down through the final results here. Cone Man, Gary Slapinski coming home with the win here tonight. Jared Daniels finishing second. Vernon Margam third. Michael Pegg fourth. Ray Zerkut fifth. Jeff Gilmore in sixth place. John Held seventh. Tim Racino eighth. John Henderson ninth. And Robert DuPont rounds out the top 10. Dwayne, finish them up.
Andy Curtis is going to bring it home 11th. Damon Cox 12th. Larry Boyle 13th. Gary Whitmer 14th. The last car on the lead lap. Gary Ragland is scored in the 15th position. Chris Hogue will finish in 16th. Dave Acacia will finish 17th. Brian Pierce will finish 18th. 19th is going to be Jay Anderson. And Joe Guy will round out the top 20. Dan Witt will bring it home 21st. Darren Reeser 22nd. And Todd Willis out early rounds out in 23rd position.
All right, very good. All right, well, again, congratulations to Cone Man here, Gary Slapinski, for Lucky Dog Sim Racing and MaxspeedTV. Dwayne, thank you again for helping out tonight. Thank you all for tuning in. We'll catch you next time. We'll be back here tomorrow night with the Xfinity cars at Talladega, so tune in for that. Same time, same place, right here. All right, till next time, stay safe and have a good night.
Good night, everybody.